Hey guys, welcome back. I want to talk today about some of the products that I've been using over the past week. And I did film sort of like a mini get ready with me video just to show you guys how the products perform when you're applying them. So that is probably going to go up on Tuesday, I hope. So keep your eyes peeled for that. That way you can kind of put together what I'm saying about the products and what you see as far as them being applied, and hopefully it kind of wraps it all up in a nice pretty package for you. There's just a few products that I've really been sort of playing around with this week, and it actually kind of all started with me trying this Avon True Color eyeshadow single, and the color is in Aqua. And so it just sort of started with this and went from there. Of course, it's a very pretty teal, green, aqua, blue color. And it's the color that I have in the crease today. I'm just going to let you watch the Get Ready With Me video for, swatches and that sort of thing. For those of you who are sort of afraid of color, this would be a lot to swallow, I think. But I don't think you should be afraid of it. It also is not opaque. You can sort of see through it a little bit. So if you're timid of color, or if you're new to makeup, it's not going to apply as brightly as you might think without a base, or without kind of, building it a little bit. So you can sort of see the skin through it. Your skin does sort of contaminate the color a little bit. So I think it's a good sort of shade to start with if you're new to color. And I have been known to wear a single eyeshadow color pretty often, but I generally, for me, when you've been wearing makeup for a long time, you kind of know what application techniques tend to look better on you. And for me, focusing on the outer V versus doing a smoky eye is always better. I generally don't put makeup under the eye anymore, and so most of the time I will do at least 2 shadows, sometimes 3 if I feel like I have a ton of time to play around. But in general, lately I've just been habitually doing 2 colors. So to go with that teal, the whole point of all of that is to go with that teal, I needed another color. And when I'm doing makeup, I like to be very random sometimes. I like to try things, like I'll pull something out with my eyes closed. I will, there's just ways that I kind of rotate through things, and whatever is up next, and I play around with it to make it work. And so that's what I did this time, and I really enjoy doing that. Every now and then you get something that's really kind of hard to get to work together, but most of the time I think you find a happy accident that way that you might not have ever really thought to intentionally do on your own. And so that's how I came about using this color with that teal. So this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon, one of the trios. This is number 331, which is I Dream of Greenie. And these aren't new, but you can still get them at the drugstore. And so I decided to use, I just used the brow bone because I just pulled this out at random, and I was like, well, I'm not going to play favorites, I'm just going to use the first one. So I used the brow bone color, and that's the color that I used, kind of all over the lid. So as far as these shadows go, I don't think I've ever heard anybody say anything bad about the Color Icon trios, especially. This is one of the brightest color selection palettes that's available. So a lot of people may feel like, I don't know about that one, but go for it. It's really pretty, and I think, if you want to try to step outside of your box, there's a lot of things you can do with these, and green actually is a very good color for a lot of eye colors. They're buttery. This particular shade in itself, I find you have to apply a little more layer-wise than with some of the other shades. It doesn't fall out, it doesn't lose its pigmentation, but it is sort of a sheer wash of color, so you can kind of see the lid through. And so for me, just to keep it from being patchy, I tend to apply maybe 3 or 4 applications versus 1 or 2 applications of it. But anyway, these are very affordable, so if you've never tried these, then I would say try them. You can get them anywhere, CVS, Walmart, Walgreens, Kmart, you name it. And then for eyeliner, the next random thing, I pulled out the Avon Always On Point eyeliner in black. I just pulled out black because that was just by random. There are other colors of this, which I would have happily used. And the idea with this is that it's a pencil liner, and it's always on point, meaning it always has a point, because the cap screws on, and just the process of screwing on and off the cap actually sharpens the tip for you. So you always are going to have, you know, a pointy tip to start with. Another random product, I went with the Ulta Legendary Lengthening Mascara. This is in jet black. I've talked about this before, I think. This falls in the average mascara category for me, but it is a really nice mascara. And it has sort of this infinity shaped, you know, like the infinity sign shaped wand. I'm not a huge fan of the wand because I find when I'm applying it, I feel like I need to gravitate towards just using the tip and really kind of getting in there to get even application of the mascara. Something about that little dip just doesn't quite apply mascara as heavily as I would like it on the lashes. So I find myself gravitating and sort of pulling the wand out and really just getting in there with that kind of bulbous tip before I'm done. It's not particularly volumizing, it's not super duper lengthening, but it does accentuate all of the natural lash length that you have. So that's nice. And the other thing I like about it is, even though that it's called jet black, it's not super 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 black, which is good, because for somebody who has blonde hair, blonde brows, blonde, you know, lashes, very very light lashes, you don't need to use a super duper black mascara. And so this really, even though it's called jet black, this really is a nice kind of medium toned black that would be perfect for somebody who is fair and fair. So it definitely has its use. It definitely has its purpose. So I do like it for that reason. And then for blush, I've been using the Avon Smooth Minerals. The color is Rose Radiance, and I had this stored upside down, so there's a lot more in the cap than needs to be. But it's a pretty, you know, it's a mineral blush, which means it's powder form, so it does have a sifter, and it's just a pretty pink. It's just a mid-tone, kind of has that salmony mauve feel pink. It does have a little shine to it, which you can, well, you probably won't see it on camera, but you know, in the cap you can sort of see it. There's sparkle here, but it doesn't really show up on your, you know, face as sparkly, so I don't think you need to worry about that. And it's just a nice powdered blush. And then to go with it, this is kind of a holy grail product for me, and well loved, and you've seen me use it a lot, but it's the Hard Candy Blush Crush Baked Blush in number 127 Honeymoon. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but you can actually you can foil these. You can actually put them on wet. And I don't think a lot of people think about using a blush wet, you know, foiling it. Eyeshadows, yes, but not blushes. And I've actually not tried it, so I maybe should do that. But this is not the best product just for being a blush, because it doesn't have a ton of color to it. But it is the most amazing subtle highlight, and you can see it on me right now. You can see the shine down the center of my nose. You know, that's this. And so I use it here like a normal highlight. I use it down in the center of the nose and a little bit right through here, just to brighten my complexion and make me look a little younger and healthier. And mine is basically powder crumbs is all that's left now. You don't have to think, is this too pink for what I'm doing today, or is it too gold for what I'm doing today, or is it too silver, or is it too shiny, or is it too sparkly, or is it too this or too that. You don't have to think about any of that. You just put it on and go, and it's kind of brainless. So I've been wearing that, and this is kind of a holy grail highlight for me. And so that's it for this week. Those are the products. It was kind of a short week because, you know, we're just coming down off the holidays and that kind of thing, and I had to get back in the groove of really being work focused and not holiday chaos sort of work focused. So I've really been kind of getting back into the blogging and the video making and all that kind of stuff. So if you have any questions about any of those products, let me know. I'm going to have a bunch of links down below. The Get Ready With Me is going to be coming up hopefully on Tuesday, so keep your eyes peeled on for that. There's a bunch of blog posts down there that talk about some of these products really in detail and show you swatches and just more stuff like that. So, and there's actually some products that I didn't show you that are included in the blog that I did use this week. One of them being Smile Sciences, to the whitening pen. So if you want to hear about how that's been going, then check out the links below. If you have a product that you've tried new this week, I want to know what it is and what you thought of it, so leave that information down in the comment section below. And if you do videos like this, you know, where you do haul videos or get ready with me videos, or, you know, talk about products or any of that kind of thing, then make sure you let me know so that I can come check out your channel as well. And do that by commenting below. And that's it for this week, and I will see you next time. Bye.